Coming up on Candid Conversations.
When we're saying that let a woman learn in silence with all subjection, and how that is not meant to be taken literally, that it's a heart posture. Is that correct, Damon, in your interpretation? Am I getting that right?
Right. It refers to so quiet and submission refer to the same thing. It's the way in which she is to learn, that is in submission. Quiet has nothing to do with uh vocalizing anything. It doesn't have anything to do with what she actually says. It has everything to do with the manner in which she learns.
Yeah. So do you have any examples of women sermonizing in the Bible?
Do you have any examples of
expanded preaching to now prophesying to witnessing to praying? You've expanded the preaching, but are there any, because Jesus gave a sermon, right? So do we have any women giving sermons in the Bible?
But before we answer that question, what is your definition?
I don't know if I see any men giving sermons in the Bible.
I just told you.
Do you have any men giving sermons in the Bible? Give me 3 men that gave sermons in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 3 men in the New Testament that gave sermons in the church in the Bible.
Sermon on the Mount is one of them.
That he wasn't in the church; he was on the mountain. When I saw that, when I saw blind eyes, I saw people with blind eyes get their sight back. I saw lepers begin to walk. When I said that, I said, this is the apostle ministry. And we need to revive it and bring it back. So yes, there are women apostles, women prophets, evangelists, pastors, teachers, and preachers. There are women and men that God is using in his last hour. Because when he poured out his spirit, he made equity and equality a right for all. I'm good with that.
I don't believe in contemporary apostles. So I don't hold that position of modern apostles. I'm not here to argue that either. I'm just here to talk about whether or not Junia is considered, according to Romans 16:7, an apostle. Is this a biblical case of a woman apostle? I think not, and I think that the ways in which people have arrived at that is by attempting to play fast and loose.
Yeah, I just was going to say, we're talking about context here. And so we can say that there are no women apostles in the Bible. That is the context of this discussion. So y'all have been talking about context the last several hours. So contextually speaking, there are no women apostles in the Bible. The sermons that are mentioned in the Bible, actual sermons, and some examples were Isaiah, Jesus, and Paul. They gave actual sermons. There are no sermons from women in the Bible. And so, I just want to make it very clear that women, of course, have gifts. We all have spiritual gifts, or not gender specific. We all have spiritual gifts, and all I'm saying is that based on my interpretation of the text, from what we went over today, it's very clear to me that women, you can preach to other women, but you are not to be in the pulpit preaching and having an authoritative position over the men of a congregation.